You're not ready for what's coming, and honestly, neither is the world. Something about February 2025 feels different. It's not just another month, it's a trigger point, a pressure valve that's about to burst. You might not see it yet, but by the time this month is over, your life, your energy, even your perspective could be completely different. Why? Because February isn't just a month. It's an exhalation, a distortion, a cosmic anomaly that forces movement whether you're prepared or not. Some will thrive, some will struggle, but no one is getting out of this month untouched. And the wild part? The secret to all of this has been hiding in plain sight. February is the shortest month of the year, but have you ever noticed how time feels different during these 28 days? Faster, more intense, almost like everything is compressed into a tighter window. This isn't just your imagination. There's a reason why major global events, personal turning points, and energetic shifts tend to cluster around months like this. The shortened time frame forces acceleration, decisions are made quicker, emotions rise faster, and whatever's been brewing beneath the surface finally bursts through. It's almost as if February itself is designed to be a cosmic fast track, a month where the usual rules of time don't fully apply. And this year it's going to be even stronger because something is happening. Something big, and the signs are already showing. The universe isn't letting up, and neither is the pressure, the energy we felt in January. That wasn't a one-time thing. That was just the beginning. If you thought the planetary alignment last month was intense, brace yourself, because February 28th is bringing something even bigger. 7 planets, Saturn, Mercury, Neptune, Venus, Uranus, Jupiter, and Mars are all lining up. This isn't just another sky event. This is a cosmic convergence unlike anything we've seen in our lifetime. Some astrologers call this a celestial symphony. Others see it as a warning. But one thing is certain. This alignment is rare, powerful, and timed with precision. Think about it. Why is this happening now when the world is already shifting at an impossible speed? Energy like this doesn't just exist. It moves, it pushes, it collapses what no longer serves and forces transformation. Some will feel an unshakable sense that something huge is coming. Others might experience physical shifts, unusual exhaustion, bursts of creativity, or an overwhelming need to change everything right now. The universe doesn't miscalculate. February 28th isn't just another date, it's an activation point, and once it arrives, there's no turning back. Numbers aren't just numbers, they're messages. And 222, that's a code. February 22nd has always carried a mysterious weight in esoteric circles. This sequence is known as the Master Builder's number, the sign of alignment, manifestation, and rapid shifts in reality. But this year it's bigger than ever because 2025 isn't a normal year, and this isn't a normal 222 portal. People all over the world have been seeing 222 everywhere, on clocks, receipts, random signs that seem too specific to be a coincidence. And if you've been noticing it too, that's not random. That's a call. The 222nd portal isn't just a good luck day, it's an opening, a crack in the fabric of reality where things slip through, where what's hidden can finally be revealed. Some say this is the day where manifestation speeds up exponentially. Others believe it's a threshold, a moment where certain forces, seen and unseen, gain influence. Either way, one thing is clear. February 22nd is a turning point. Not everyone around you is who they were last month. Something is shifting. People you thought you knew, friends, co-workers, even family might start acting off, irritable, unpredictable, or just draining. This isn't just a bad mood. This is something deeper. February's energy is raw, unfiltered, and completely exposing. It amplifies everything, the good, the bad, and the things people usually keep hidden. And for those who are already unstable, this month will push them even further. Ever had a conversation that left you feeling completely exhausted, like someone just pulled the life out of you? That's not your imagination. Energy vampires don't always know they're feeding off others, but in a month like this, they don't need to. The frequency shift does it for them. February is intense, and intensity craves fuel. Some will drain others to maintain their own balance, consciously or not. And here's the key. This month makes them stronger, the same way high tides make waves more powerful. February's frequency amplifies energy vampires in ways most people won't even notice. You might start hearing people say things that sound strange, almost scripted, like something is speaking through them. You might feel like someone's words are hooking into you, trying to provoke a reaction, trying to pull you into their chaos. Pay attention to who suddenly feels like they take more than they give. This isn't the month to ignore it, and don't be surprised if some people suddenly reappear. Old friends, exes, or people you've cut off long ago. Sometimes when energy is high, old attachments try to reconnect. But ask yourself, are they coming back because they've changed or because they sense your energy rising? If you feel like you're in the same room as everyone else, but it's like you're not really there, February has a strange way of making even the most connected people feel disconnected, like an invisible wall is separating them from the rest of the world. You might notice conversations feel off, like people are speaking, but there's no weight behind their words. Eye contact feels different, like people are looking through you instead of at you. Even the energy of certain places might feel muted, like something's been drained out of them. This isn't just in your head. February has an isolation effect, one that's intentional. It's like stepping into a dream where familiar things suddenly feel unfamiliar. You're surrounded by everything you know, yet there's this quiet, unnamed distance between you and the rest of the world. It's unsettling at first. The urge to reconnect, to push against the silence, will be strong. But what if the silence isn't a problem? What if it's a signal? Because here's the thing. This kind of isolation isn't a punishment. It's a preparation, a forced pause before something big shifts. The world feels distant because you are shifting. It's not that people are ignoring you. It's not that life has suddenly turned dull. It's that your frequency is changing and not everyone can meet you there yet. When energy moves this fast, some connections weaken and others just fade. The universe has a way of quieting things down before impact. Ever noticed how right before a storm, there's that eerie stillness? The air feels thick, the world goes silent, and then everything erupts. That's what's happening now. The biggest mistake people make in this phase? Trying to fill the silence, trying to force interactions, trying to chase conversations, trying to anchor themselves back into something familiar. But the silence isn't here to punish you. It's here to show you what remains when everything else falls away. And when that clarity hits the right people, the right opportunities, the next phase, it all comes rushing in. You're going to feel it. And when it hits, you'll think something is wrong. But it's not. It's happening on purpose. At first, everything will seem fine. The energy will still be moving. Signs will still appear. You'll feel connected, like things are unfolding exactly as they should. And then it stops. Not gradually, not subtly. Suddenly, like someone pulled the plug. A wave of exhaustion, a strange sense of emptiness. The things that once felt powerful, meditations, manifestations, intuition, will feel flat, muted, almost lifeless. You'll search for the usual signals from the universe, but they won't be there. It will feel like something has cut off the flow. This isn't a block. This isn't a setback. This is a test. A lot of people won't see it that way. They'll start questioning everything. Was I imagining it? Did I lose my progress? Was any of this even real? The mind will spiral, searching for answers that won't come. And this is where most people fail, because when the energy disappears, most will assume they did something wrong. They'll try to force their way back into alignment. They'll chase the feeling instead of understanding why it left in the first place. But what if this blackout isn't a punishment? What if it's a final purge before the real shift? When you strip away the signs, the synchronicities, the external validation, what's left? That's what February is trying to show you. Who you are when the universe goes quiet. When it feels like there's no guidance, no reassurance, no proof that you're on the right path. Most people can only move forward when they're being pulled forward. But the ones who make it through this, they're the ones who keep going even when it feels like nothing is happening. Because that's the real difference. Some people need constant proof that they're evolving. Others, they just know this blackout is temporary. It's not the end. It's the moment before the breakthrough. But the only way out is through. And the ones who don't give up, they'll step into something completely different when the energy finally comes back. Most people will miss it, not because it's hidden, but because they aren't paying attention. Somewhere in mid to late February, something shifts. It won't be loud, it won't be obvious. But if you're tuned in, you'll feel it. A pull, a whisper, an opportunity that doesn't look like one at first. This isn't a literal doorway, it's an energetic one, a chance to step into a completely different timeline, but only if you recognize it for what it is. Most people expect change to look obvious. A bright neon sign, a booming voice from the universe saying, "Go this way." But that's never how it works. The biggest shifts come disguised as the smallest choices. A fleeting thought, a gut feeling that won't go away, a strange urge to say yes to something completely random. This is why so few ever break free, because when the moment comes, it won't feel massive. It won't come with flashing lights. It will be subtle, so quiet that it would be easy to ignore. This is the difference between those who evolve and those who stay stuck. The ones who change are the ones who notice when reality bends in their favor, even just a little. They don't wait for confirmation, they move. Something about mid to late February is opening a door that wasn't there before. But if you're caught in the noise of everyday life, stuck in routine, distracted, drowning in the same thought loops, you won't see it. You won't feel it. And just like that, the opportunity will slip right past you. Those who notice, though, they'll take a step into something entirely different. And once they do, there's no going back. This is a one-time shift. You won't get another moment like this for a long time. If you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. But it won't scream for your attention. It's up to you to recognize it. Most people won't. This is it. The month where timelines finally split. February isn't just another month. It's a portal, a chance to step into something completely different or stay exactly where you are. March will arrive, and when you look back at February, you'll either see it as the moment everything changed, or you'll wonder why nothing ever did. The difference? How you move through it. Some will move blindly through these weeks, going through the motions, letting the days pass them by without a second thought to them. It will feel like any other February. Same routines, same habits, same patterns that have kept them locked in place for years. And when March arrives, they'll wake up in the exact same version of reality they've always known. But for others, this month will be the turning point. If you're still watching, I'd like to thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Your support is very appreciated. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care and subscribe for more insightful content.